If y'all are ready, I'm working on the video number 2 for being up on the roof filming between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. So here it is, I'm putting all this together, and here I'm sharing it with you. So this is from sitting up on the roof on the platform up there, or using it as a platform. Alright, so here's video number 2. Alright, here we go, video number 2 of this series. So it's almost 2 a.m. and I'm heading back up on the roof. So I'll be back in a minute and filming up on top. Alright y'all, I'm back up here on the roof. Alright, so I'm setting the cameras up now. Okay, before I go any further here, I wanna go back to my game camera number 2. So I never did show you what I caught on that one. So that camera, for some reason, it only took 3 photos at 2:30 and 3 photos at 3:30. So I had both cameras set to take photos, 3 photos every minute. So I don't know what happened there, if I did something wrong when I set the camera up. But it caught something with the at 2:30, so you can see it flying across. Alright, so I just want to show this, and then I'll get back to the other game camera. I got more to show you from it, and then the night vision binoculars. So again, this appears to be a cylinder shaped object. So that's tree frogs there that you hear. Those are tree frogs. So if any of y'all are watching Dr. Stephen Greer or keeping up with him, he's got a new movie out called CE5. That's really good. That's a really good movie. So they're out at night filming, and they're actually showing these UFOs, and they're able to pretty much call them in. So that's what the CE5 is to do, is call them in, and they'll show you some kind of lights or something, or movement. They'll do different things. But his movie's really good. And also, he's got a team of scientists. They have a Buga Sphere down in Mexico. And I'm going to show you something here on the internet when I looked up Buga Sphere. So don't believe none of this crap like this that you see, saying it's false and it's fake and a hoax, stuff like that. I've been catching these things on video, and Dr. Stephen Greer, they've got one down there in Mexico, and they've got a team of scientists studying it. And he put out a short video a while back saying that they had a team of men come in claiming they were police, and they were trying to confiscate that Buga Sphere. So if these things are fake and a hoax, then why would somebody send a team of men in there like that, claiming they're police trying to confiscate that? And he had a security team in there. They would not give it to them. He said they were not real police, and they did not hand it over. He's got a security team where they can handle anything like that. And he's got a team of scientists studying this Buga Sphere. And I think that's the same exact thing that the Betz Sphere that was found here in Florida. I think that's the same thing. And I'm filming these things. I'm catching these things on film. Okay, so just to show you real quick, this is Tubi TV. So CE5, the new frontier of contact. That's the Dr. Stephen Greer, the newest movie he's got, where they're showing these things. And I'll put the links in the description here too. And then there's one more. If you go on Amazon, it's on Amazon Prime also. CE5, the new frontier of contact. So I'll put the links in here too to that. And then also here's another one that my friend Joey told me about. It's called Ascension. Okay, it's called Ascension, the UFO and Paranormal Connection. So that's really good too. They're showing these things flying around, just like Dr. Stephen Greer does. And they're even showing some during the daytime that are really good. I mean, really good. A lot better than the government showing us, and a lot better than what they're showing. Like that Tic Tac and that Go Fast. Some of that stuff they're showing. This is a lot better. So make sure you look in the description here, and I'm going to have the links to these in there. Also in my playlist on my channel, I have a playlist with Dr. Stephen Greer, so you can go and watch some of his stuff on there too as well. Alright, and then also on my channel I have a playlist with Billy Carson, because he talks about the Buga Sphere as well. So he's in there too as well. Okay, so also now I'm going to show you some more stuff from the night vision binoculars. This is still from the first night, so I'm still going through all these videos and photos. Alright, so this is from the first night. So I cut all these and slowed them down so you can see them good. And for time, I'm just showing all these slowed down. Alright, so I have, I caught orbs. And I caught a lot more of these stick looking things with the wings. And I've also caught some of them going upwards. So now it's making me rethink what I was thinking before about maybe they were going tree to tree, and that they were up about 25 foot up off the ground while they were flying over my house. But some of these are going like straight up, so they're going a lot higher than I originally thought. And it's making me rethink too what they're actually doing. So do they constantly fly? It's bringing up questions like, do they constantly fly? Are they in different dimensions? Or a different dimension that we can't see? Is that why we can't see them with our eyes? So it brings up more questions. So they're going a lot higher than I originally thought. So with these night vision binoculars too, here's a lot of orbs in here too that I'm seeing now. I'm seeing orbs flying around. So I'm showing you a lot of these too as well. Night vision a little bit. Okay, I'm going to share some information with you here on these orbs. Alright, so I believe there's different kinds of orbs. Some of these that I appear to catch appear to be like a metal ball type. Alright, so like the Betz Sphere. So what I want to do here is, so as these objects are highly unusual in abilities and behavior, they could be defined as a missing link. So here this guy's talking about paranormal researchers as well. So what I want to get to is on observation of these spheres, they share approximately the same size, the same physical appearance, the same flight characteristics, the same ability to fly through solid objects. So this could be quantum tunneling, so I'll get to that here soon too and explain that to you. So both utilizing a field-based propulsion system and both capable of unusual electronic effects. Due to the unusual technical capabilities, the chances of this connection being a coincidence is extremely unlikely. Alright, so the construction of these spheres is by far beyond magnets, far beyond our current energy technologies, far beyond our nuclear material capability. Therefore, its actions and capabilities are understandably perceived as magical or supernatural. Alright, so the scientific world's current research is only scratching the surface of quantum mechanics. Scientists have theories on how this pass-through of physical objects is possible. So the closest current explanation is an effect called quantum tunneling. Alright, so I'll get to that here soon and explain that too as well. Quantum tunneling. Okay, I'm going to share some more here too about these orbs, spheres. Alright, so these objects mostly operate in a semi-transparent quantum state. Alright, so in this quantum state, these objects appear as near transparent, like a glass sphere in water. The sphere-like UFOs sometimes become visible and other times not. Most of the time people spot these objects not with natural eyesight, but on camera. This is because cameras and animals have greater sensitivity to the ultraviolet spectrum. Alright, so then taking a look at how these objects emit light. So think about the chemical makeup of the open air. The sphere's field-based propulsion system, when operating under a constant high voltage state, would cause the same effect as natural lighting. So the question is, how does natural lighting emit light? Okay, so by volume, open dry air contains 78.09% nitrogen, 20.95% oxygen, 0.93% argon, 0.04% carbon dioxide, and small amounts of other gases. Air also contains a variable amount of water vapor. Water vapor on average around 1% at sea level and 0.4% over the entire atmosphere. So under high energy, a natural electric gas interaction occurs which emits photons. So oxygen emits either a greenish yellow light, the most familiar with color of the aurora, or a red light, while nitrogen generally gives off a blue light. So the oxygen and nitrogen molecules also emit ultraviolet light. So hence why these objects are spotted on camera, but we can't see them at the time. However, the overall color is very, very dependent on the environmental factors at the time. Natural lighting can emit a range of colors from white, red, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple, violet, cyan, and even orange, depending upon the presence of water vapor, dust, pollution, rain, or hail. So people observe these spirit orbs as a range of colors, as well as logically this could simply be the result of the above. Same electronic gas effects operating in different environments. Alright, so I'm going to move the night vision binoculars. Alright, I moved the night vision binoculars so they're facing to the south right now, over those trees. The same as the thermal camera right now. Okay, so I want to go through some of these colors. So clear orbs. The silver sphere operating in a quantum state visually look like a moving bubble that seems to flex or distort, sometimes emitting high levels of light, other times operating in a low power state. Okay, so the white or silver orbs. Spheres operating in a normal state. Small silver ball. The blue discharge is the color of natural lighting traveling through open air, again due to environmental factors. Black or brown orbs. Spheres operating in what could be described as a stealth mode, seen on a small solid black non-reflective sphere. In effect, the sphere blocks photons, the light, from reflecting from the surface, resulting in a super black appearance. Alright, so I've caught one of these before on game camera and it looked black. So I'm going to show that to you right here. So sphere's operating in what could be described as a stealth mode. So it's blocking photons or light from reflecting from the surface, resulting in a super black appearance. Alright, so let's look at red or orange orbs. Red is oxygen, orange is phosphorus gas. So the green orbs, green is chlorine gas. Blue orbs, the blue orb meanings is the blue is nitrogen. Pink orbs, pink is a variable combination of low amounts of gases. Okay, so speaking of photons and them changing, being able to change the orb change to a stealth mode, they showed on the news, it was either Thursday morning or Friday morning, they showed on the news on Fox 13 that they have a new cancer treatment that's easier and better, and it's using photons. So I just wanted to throw that in here too. Okay, so the Betz Sphere. So the man in Florida, he found it after a forest fire. He found it in the woods and brought it home and set it on the mantelpiece. And shortly after that, during the night, they started having poltergeist activity in the house. So they had an astronomer at Northwestern University in Chicago had requested that they send it to him. They refused to do that. Luckily they did, because they probably never would have got it back. So they ended up, they contacted the Navy. So actually they were hearing music during the night coming from it, and doors slamming. Doors would slam day and night. So they were having stuff like that happening after they found this ball and had it sitting in their house. So they contacted the U.S. Navy. So they ended up giving it to the Navy. The scientists at the Jacksonville Naval Air Station, with instructions to have a comprehensive report in 2 weeks, and if it wasn't identified as government property, then it should be returned to the family, to the Betz family. So the metallurgists couldn't get an x-ray of the sphere. They couldn't penetrate the orb. Eventually they determined the ball was 7.96 inches in diameter, and it weighed 21.34 pounds. The shell of the ball was ½ inch thick, and the sphere was made of stainless steel, specifically magnetic ferrous alloy number 431. So this alloy was magnetic and designed for heat treatment to the highest mechanical properties and corrosion resistance. So the Navy also discovered 2 round objects inside the sphere using a more powerful X-ray. So the 2 objects in the sphere were surrounded by a halo made of material that had an unusual density. So the sphere also had 4 magnetic poles, 2 positive and 2 negative. It had no signs of radioactivity and showed no signs of being an explosive. So the Navy returned the sphere to the Betz family. Okay, so there was a second sphere found in Texas, in North Texas. So the Betz Sphere 2.0 found in North Texas, and it looks like the same exact object. And I believe also that the Buga Sphere may be the same thing. So like I said, Dr. Stephen Greer and also Billy Carson, they talk about the Buga Sphere. Billy Carson has a video where he talks about it pretty good too. So don't believe some of the stuff if you look it up and read where somebody's saying it's fake and a hoax.
So also,
that's bullcrap.
This is the time of early morning here where you don't hardly have any airplanes. I haven't heard the first airplane fly over. Alright, so it's right at 3:30 a.m. So tell you what, I'm gonna move the cameras around a little. Alright, so the thermal's facing the south. So the night vision binoculars are facing the south. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move the game cameras a little bit now. Alright, so I've got one game camera facing east and one facing south. Alright, I'm gonna move the night vision binoculars. Okay, I got the night vision binoculars facing east. .30 now. So it's actually 3:32 a.m. So I'll be filming for a few more minutes. I'll be in for 30 more minutes. And then I'll go back in and go back to bed. Alright, so I think I'll switch. Switch the cameras here. Okay, so I put the night vision binoculars. Night vision binoculars are facing the south. Three 3:43 a.m. So you hear all the roosters. I've gotten up at this time in the morning to let Chloe out, use the bathroom. And you can hear all the roosters. You hear all the roosters around crowing. so I'm gonna move cameras a little more. Alright, so I moved the night vision binoculars to the southeast a little bit there. A little bit southeast. Tell you what, I'm going to lower the night vision binoculars a little so you can see a little bit of the trees there. So you can see like half the tree and half of the sky. So again, I just saw something go across in front of the night vision binoculars. So we'll be checking that out. I'm going to move the night vision binoculars a little bit more. And I just saw the night vision binoculars flash like something was right in front of it. Alright, so it's 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. Alright, so I'm going to turn off all the cameras and go back in. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the thermal camera first and then the night vision binoculars And then I'll get the 2 game cameras.
The silver sphere operating in a quantum state visually look like a moving bubble that seems to flex or distort, sometimes emitting high levels of light, other times operating in a low power state.
Alright, so I'm getting everything turned off now. Alright, so you can see the roof, my shadow, here's the game cameras. Alright, so I'm going to stop the night vision binoculars.
Black or brown orbs. Spheres operating in what could be described as a stealth mode, seen on a small solid black non-reflective sphere. In effect, the sphere blocks photons, the light, from reflecting from the surface, resulting in a super black appearance. Alright, so I've caught one of these before on game camera and it looked black, so I'm going to show that to you right here. Okay, so the Betz Sphere. I'll put the link to this. I'll put the link to this too in here so you can look it up. Alright, so looking up the Buga Sphere. Some of these claims it's a hoax, some of them talk more about it. I'll let you look it up and let you see what you think. But be careful, some of these will say it's a hoax and say it's not real and fake, stuff like that. But then there's another one here that says that they dated it, and it dated back to 12,560 years ago. So I'll put the link in here to Billy Carson and to Dr. Stephen Greer with them talking about it. So I'll put the links in here to that. So this is just one of the This is just one of them here that I clicked on. So this is saying it's about the size of a bowling ball. So I was thinking this could be about the same thing as the Betz Sphere. But the size and the weight might be a little different on this one. Alright, so don't forget to look at the links that I put in the description. And to also look at my playlist for Dr. Stephen Greer and my playlist for Billy Carson. Okay, I want to touch on quantum tunneling too, just real quick here. So quantum tunneling is where something, if it cannot go through like a wall or a mountain or a hill or through a window, it's able to pass through it. It's called quantum tunneling. So there's quite a few stuff here that you can look up. There's quite a few things you can look up and look at videos. They have videos here on YouTube that you can watch that helps explain it. Alright, so I just want to touch on that real quick. For things being able to pass through walls and windows. Alright, I caught a lot of these. These are what I've been calling the stick bug with wings. So I caught a lot of these on the infrared, the night vision binoculars. You can see this one was close enough to the camera that it cast a lens flare. It cast a lens flare on the camera there. You can see the stick part with the wings on the lens flare. So I caught a lot of these. I didn't even show them all in this. There were so many, and then some of them were a little further away from the camera, so I showed all the best ones. And I've been going through all the thermal footage really good, and the thermal camera did not pick up any of these at all, so they're not giving off heat like a normal bug would give off heat. In the thermal footage you can see, like when a mosquito goes in front of it, you can see a little flicker, little black flicker. And I've caught dragonflies and other stuff on it too. The insects like that, they give off heat. So I don't know if this is really an insect and it's not giving off heat. We cannot see them with our eyes. So this is also causing other questions, bringing up other questions with me. Because some of these now I'm seeing they're flying straight up fast. So they're going a lot higher than the 25 foot that I first thought. And they're going down really fast too. So if they were going down that fast, they would be hitting the house and making a thump. But they're not. So it brings up more questions. Are they going through the house? Are they in a different dimension, so the house is not actually there in their dimension? And then also one viewer said that he was seeing these down in caves where there's no insects. So this brings up more questions about the quantum tunneling. So I've been doing more experiments, more filming. I've been back up on the roof filming more, and using the 68 hertz also coming up. So you'll see more stuff coming up with that. And then also these orbs that I've been catching. Alright, so these orbs I've been catching, like these here, I believe these are the Betz Sphere. I believe they're about the same size and they're doing the same exact maneuvers and everything. The same field-based propulsion. I believe they're giving off the gas, a little bit of a gas while they're moving. And we cannot see these with our eyes. So I'm believing that these are the Betz Spheres. that I've been catching, and I've caught them quite a few times before this. So I think I've learned how to catch them on film, how to call them in or bring them into me, is what it appears. Alright, so I got some more stuff coming up. Like I said, my next video is going to be the thermal footage while I was up there and what I caught on it and what I didn't catch. And then also I've gone back up there and filmed more again another night and used the 68 hertz. And then I've done some other experiments too, so I got more coming, more stuff coming up. Operating in a quantum state visually look like a moving bubble that seems to flex or distort, sometimes emitting high levels of light, other times operating in a low power state.